For the hybrid lash lift, it is a mix of traditional and Korean. Always I start by prepping the eyes. For the hybrid, I start straight with the shield. There's no softening shield included. I go in with the shield of choice and I start with either a glue or a balm, and I balm all of the lashes onto the shield. I do try and do a small amount of balm so it doesn't create such a strong barrier. Now we're gonna go in with step one. Since we are doing the Korean method, I put it all over the lashes from root to tip. Since it's not a flat shield and I can't see that closely to the waterline, I always use a mirror to help me out. I only did 10 minutes on him, and now I am checking to see which ones are ready. I wiped off all the balm in all step one, and this is keratin 1.5 step, and it is telling me which ones are processed for spot treating. As we do not have a flat shield to kind of do it on. You could do it with perm paper and how we usually do it, but I wanted to do it just straight downwards, which I'm very, very careful with. And guys, I had to spot treat these lashes so many times. They did not want to lift. And as I mentioned in one of the other videos, you will have those clients where you spot treat and spot treat again, and they do not want to tell you it's processed. For these type of clients, I do it up to 2 minutes for 4 times. After they do not want to stick to the shield, I just go in with step 2, and every single time it still works. I just really layer on step 2 onto the lashes that are being very, very stubborn. But after 4 times, I don't want to further process the lashes anymore. Every time this happens is usually like 2 to 4 lashes. But as you can see here, I keep spot treating and it does not want to process at all. I'm not exactly sure why this happens. I have talked to a couple of my peers and we can't seem to figure it out. It just doesn't really want to have the flexibility, but it does lift in the end with step 2. As you can see here, I'm really stacking on step 2 onto the lashes that were being very stubborn with me. And I leave this on for 6 minutes. I did process him for a total of 10 minutes. With the other stubborn lashes, I did try to process those for 8 minutes and it just was not working. So like I said, I left it alone. So I processed him a total of 6 minutes for step 2. Obviously, I still do all the brushing upwards, making sure all of the lashes are in place. He did want a subtle lash lift. This is our end result. I did use an extra large shield on him. This is something you would kind of call a baby lift. This eye has more of a monolid than the other eye, as you can tell. Realistically, he really just wanted a really, really subtle lash lift like the left eye. But because I did go up to extra large and the right eye doesn't have much of a monolid, it is a little more showing. But if I did want the other eye to match the right eye, I would have went back and used a large shield on the left eye. However, this is my fiance and he did not want a lash lift. He was such a good volunteer for this. So this is the end result, and that is the technique of a hybrid lash lift.